Whether you hate him or like him, Andrew Tate has quickly become one of the most controversial and influential people on the planet within a very short period of time. The number of online searches about him and about his name has surpassed the most well-known figures in the world today. In fact, companies usually spend tens if not hundreds of millions of dollars on advertising costs just to get a part of the exposure and the influence that Andrew Tate got for free, basically. Some people actually say that he gained this massive exposure mainly by talking about some controversial topics, which happens to resonate with a lot of people and specifically young men whose voices are being ignored recently. And also maybe due to the fact that he is a marketing genius. But maybe also he gained this massive exposure because he has been given an ability, a rare one, like an extremely rare and powerful one, which is the ability to speak and influence others fluently and flawlessly, which he is able to do to an extent where actually not a lot of other people are even capable of doing. And whether the majority of the people think that he is using this ability for good or bad, that is up to everyone to consider. However, in this video, we will highlight some of the key lessons that he talked about when it comes to making money and becoming financially successful. So without further ado, let's get started.
I became world champion by listening to my coach. I didn't become world champion by walking in and saying, I'll do it myself. That's not how you get anywhere in life. You have to listen. If Mike Tyson were to walk in, or if Elon Musk were to walk in here and talk to me about money, I wouldn't be sitting there going, I could do that. I'd be like, oh, Mr. Elon, richest man in the world. Hello, very nice to meet you. Please, even though I already understand I don't want to launch a car brand or put rockets in space, please, you must know some things I don't know. How do you deal with the currency fluctuations? Does inflation impact how much it costs for you to send a rocket into space? Like, I'd ask him something that's useful, right? But some people are so brutally arrogant that they'll sit here and they'll listen to all the things I said, and they'll agree that I'm intelligent, and they'll agree I'm massively successful, but they'll sit there and go, yeah, but you know what? I'll do it myself. I don't want to join that school because, you know, I'll do it myself. They're arrogant. I sit with people who I used to go to school with from Luton who are still broke and tell them how to make money. And you know what they do? They answer back. Yeah, but you know, it's not that simple because, you know, the wife gets the kid, and you know what, and I don't like to do things that way. The way I like to work, the way you like to work is why you're broke. So I'd say 20% of people are lazy, 20 to 25%. A large portion of the world are not lazy. They're actually working exceptionally hard, but they're doing the wrong thing. 5% of people are too stupid. So say 25%, 5% is 30%. But 70% of people are brutally arrogant, and this is why they are poor. You need to learn to care about things mentally, but not emotionally. How successful you are as a hustler is directly linked to how much stress you can tolerate. Money making is only stress tolerance. So when you're making money, most of the time, what you're doing is you're taking stress off other people, especially if you provide a service. Even if it's a cleaning service, you're taking away stress from someone else. You're adopting someone else's stress for cash. The more stress you can adopt, the more money you can take. You need to have high stress tolerance as a hustler, as a moneymaker, as a businessman. You have to be able to deal with stress. Things are gonna go wrong all the time. You have to be able to just ride the waves. So in life, usually there's two kinds of people. You have the stoner dickhead who smokes weed, who doesn't give a shit about anything, who gets nowhere. And you have the person who cares about things, but is very emotional, very uptight. Oh, fuck's sake, oh, no, this has gone wrong, angry, blah, 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 running around like a nutcase. You don't want to be either of them. You want to be in the middle. You have to care about things mentally, but not emotionally. Andrew, the website's gone down, and PayPal have blocked us, and whatever. You need to sit there and go, okay, yeah, all right, I understand. Let's find a solution, ... And you need to care mentally, but not be getting emotional about it. Stress tolerance is a huge aspect of this. Most of you people out there, the only reason you're not successful is because you can't tolerate stress. And I'm saying this to you now, you cannot tolerate stress. Now, what do you mean? I know you can't, because if you could, you'd already have side businesses, and you don't. You work a job and you don't have side businesses because, oh, I'm busy, I'm tired. This is sales stress tolerance. Needing to sleep is stress, that shows you have a low stress tolerance. Not having the energy shows you have a low stress tolerance. Not knowing what to do, it's a low stress tolerance. You do know what to do. You have ideas, you're just lazy and you're just afraid of the effort and you don't like the idea of stress. Oh, now I got more things to do. I can't handle it, more things. You're a little baby. Stress tolerance is super important. Life's stressful. Being successful is stressful. I have 8 supercars on the drive, and it was all stress to get them. And I enjoy them when I drive them, and I wouldn't have it any other way. You have to increase your stress tolerance. You're gonna be stressed. You have to learn to do more things and deal with more bullshit. Increase your stress tolerance. If you're watching this right now, I don't care what position you're in, start a company today and deal with the bullshit. The quicker you get better at swimming through bullshit, the quicker you're gonna get through the bullshit to the end, which is money. Stress tolerance is super, super important. I can't stress that enough.
If you're a normal person with a normal wage and a normal income and you're focusing on investments, you're making a big mistake, because there's no way you can invest 500 pounds that's going to grow into, maybe you could pull off a lottery win shitcoin pump or something. But in general, with anything normal outside of this clown world garbage, which has vanished because the real world's back, because the last 2 years have been clown world. Now the real world's back and it's hard to make money again. There's nothing you can put 500 pounds in without doing any work, and it's just going to blow up and it's going to make you a millionaire, right? So if you don't have significant money to invest, you shouldn't be focusing on investments. You should be focusing on how to make more money. Let's say you're a normal person, you're working a normal job, you're making $4 grand a month, and you pay all your bills and you're left with $1 grand a month. And then in your spare time, you're worried about how to spend that or how to invest that $1 grand a month.
Right.
I think that's a waste of time. You should be far more worried about spending your time trying to make more money.
Yeah,
because $1 grand a month, it's just not enough money.
So you could invest that grand in yourself.
Absolutely. Invest in knowledge or something like that. But investing in a coin, like I said, unless it's a lottery win. And before I go on to answer the question, I do want to make something clear. I think the last 2 years have been a fantastic period of wealth creation. The money printers were on full, and it was full clown world. That was a once in a lifetime generational gap where you could pull something off. And now it's back to the hard times. Even all the big tech companies, and the tech companies make money from the sky for free with pixels. They're cutting staff. But if they're cutting staff, then it's really hard. It's going to get very difficult to make money now. In terms of how to make money in the world today, I think that the world is changing into an economy which is to a degree based on attention. I think you need to find a way to get attention to you and who you are, your product or your service, and find a way to monetize it. So the easiest way to do that is to have some knowledge. You need to find an efficient way to get attention, and then you have to prove yourself credible in your field and attract customers. And I think the best way to do that is online, and it doesn't matter what it is. And I think if you do those things and you work very hard and you try your best and you're never lazy, you will make some money. That's what I believe.
Finally, Andrew Tate also talked about the fact that everyone's situation is different and that no one else knows your situation better than you. So what might work for you may not work for anyone else, and the opposite is true. That's why knowing yourself and testing and failing rapidly can help you get to what you want a lot faster. And sometimes the only way one could know better about themselves is by trial and error. Because eventually you only need to be right once. And this is of course only true if you limit your risks and your losses. So that was it for this video. If you found value in this video, you can click here to watch this one. Other than that, make sure to subscribe to this channel and leave a thumbs up on this video. And with that being said, see you in the next one.